Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Soul Panda Healing Arts. My name is Amanda. This reading is going to be a love reading for somebody that you're already dealing with or have developed history with. Whoever comes into mind that you resonate with when you're watching this video at this point in time. I'm going to take a look at their feelings towards you, their intentions towards you, their next actions towards you, how they see you, and get some advice from Spirit as you navigate through this energy this week. As with all tarot readings, take only what resonates for you. Leave the rest behind. Take it how it resonates. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit. Never sacrifice your free will for tarot. You always have a choice at the end of the day. All I'm doing is presenting you options based off of the way that the energies are playing out right now, right? If you are interested in a reading that is catered to you and your unique situation, they can be booked on my website, soulpandahealingarts.com. Or by a private message on any of my other social medias. They are all Soul Panda Healing Arts for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay? So I'm going to get into your pre-shuffled oracle cards. You have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Some of you are trying too hard to control either the other person or the situation and like the progress that this relationship is taking. And Spirit's kind of reminding you that you don't control it. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. There is a lot of strong chemistry in this connection. It may even be a past life connection because you have a past life relationship here. You have known each other before. Maybe that's what you guys are trying to overcome in this lifetime. If this is somebody that you've had a past life with, maybe there was control issues in the past, and maybe you're trying to learn how to overcome that because you have the forgiving and learning. Some of you need to release old hurts in the past in order to be able to experience more love and connection in this relationship. Some of you are holding on to old baggage from old relationships, and every little thing that brings up that ego wound within you is, like, shit, well, I gotta run, I gotta dip. But it's because you're running from your past and your wounds instead of healing it. 222 when I look up at the timer. And then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play in your love life. Someone is worth waiting for here, Sag. You have 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. I feel like you do see somebody as fulfillment for you. Let's see. Spirit, how does this person feel and experience Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? How do they currently feel about Sagittarius? How does this person feel about Sagittarius? Yeah, they feel like you are somebody that they can really build with and grow with, build something solid with. They feel like you're their ideal partner to build with here. They're curious about you. Or they may be watching you walking away, like, where are you going? Like, where are you going? Yeah. I feel like you dipped quick, or... Yeah. What is their intentions towards Sagittarius? I feel like right now they're in hermit mode. They're following their intuition to work on themselves. Maybe they're working on their own disappointment, or they're giving you space to work on your emotional issues here, Sag. Take that as it resonates for you. I feel like they choose you, Sag. Here you are, Knight of Wands. I feel like they love you, but they also feel like you might avoid commitment. Take that as it resonates. How do they see Sagittarius? A Sagittarius avoiding commitment? Never. Alright, let's see. How do they see you, Sag? They see you as always fighting. They see they see you as always ready to fight. They may feel like there's competition for your attention. But they see you as powerful here. They see you as strong. They see you as, you know, gifted, maybe a visionary. They see you as somebody that they're willing to put in the work and effort to invest and nurture seeds and to be able to give to you. I feel like they're willing to learn what you need in order to feel balance here, to keep this spark alive. I feel like they see you as somebody ultimately that they're willing to fight for. Let's see what their next actions are, though. I'd love to clarify that Five of Wands. They see you as spicy. What are their next actions towards Sag? Yeah, I feel like they're going to be making some changes here. They might be fighting for you or blocking you. One of the two. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel like for some of you, they may see that they have to nurture this because you might have a lot of self-limiting beliefs, or they do. But they see you as wish fulfillment. They see you as needing to make a choice to reunite or not. They might see you as somebody that has to overcome a lot of fears regarding commitment. How do you see this person? I'm curious. How do you see this person? What do you feel towards this person? Let's see. How does Sag feel towards their person? You don't know. Wow. Okay. You don't know. You're overwhelmed. I feel like you do have a lot of passion for this person. You want to nurture this person. I feel like, do you hide all of your feelings for this person? Is that what this is? How do you see this person? How does Sagittarius see this person? You see this somebody as very giving, and you see this as somebody that's, you know, talkative, that you can learn a lot from, that you know, you can teach a lot to. This could be a solid beginning at somebody that you can manifest with and build a solid home with, but there is some sort of self-limiting beliefs or victim mentality that you are needing to see through in order to move with love. Some of you straight up avoid love and taking action towards your own stability here. Let's clarify here. You have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You can build your security and stability anywhere that you want to. Let's see. Why does this person feel the Three of Pentacles towards you? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like they can build stability with you. Three to the Four of Pentacles. But they also feel like you are apathetic to that or are not interested in it. You're not interested in what they want to build with you. And they feel like they keep giving to this connection, and you're just ignoring what they have to offer this connection. That's how they feel. They feel like you're the person that they want to have a higher level of commitment with, that they want to heal with. I feel like they want to leap towards you, but there could be some sort of toxicity here that led to a tower moment. Let's see. Why do they intend with the Hermit? Why are their intentions with the Hermit? Feels like they're biding their time. They might just be waiting for you to cool off before they come in. They're like, all right, I know he or she's gonna calm down. Let's see. Why is the Hermit their intentions? Eight of Swords. They might be addressing their own self-limiting beliefs. For a small percentage of you, this person may be locked up. With the Hermit and the Eight of Swords. They might physically be in jail. But that's going to be for a small portion of you. Yeah, I feel like somebody is going within to find the inspiration that they need to get out of their own victim mentality, their own self-limiting beliefs, or to give you that opportunity to. Two of Wands. To make your choice, to make your decision. They're going to give you the time to make your own, to come to your own conclusion. I feel like. Yeah, Five of Wands again. There might have been an argument that led to like something, the Tower moment. Or the collapse of this relationship. There could have just been a really heated argument that led to them having to walk away, or the collapse of it was like a sudden thing too that just happened out of nowhere maybe. Some of you are just are on a path in this lifetime to learn how to navigate healthy relationships again. I'm going to be honest with you. Why is the Five of Wands here? The Devil. Some of you are ego based. I'm going to keep it real with you. If it's not you, it's this person. Somebody has an unhealthy attachment to being right, being volatile. They might react first type of situation, get them before they get got. Why is the Five of Wands here as how they see Sagittarius? Because this is how they see you. Five of Wands is how they see you. Why is the Five of Wands here? It might be something that you inherited from your family dynamic that you're needing to overcome here. Maybe your dad. For some of you, this is a father figure or the lack of a father figure. Why is the Five of Wands here? That's how they see. Yeah, they see you as guarded all the time. They see you as guarded, stoic, only focused on, fighting. You have to fight for everything that you have, or you guys are just fighting and resistant to having success. Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. They might see you as somebody who's like, oh, well, if I keep nurturing this situation, eventually, this can be restored here. That's how they see you. They might have even cried to a higher power to like heal you. And to restore and revive your belief in love and relationships. You have the Queen of Cups. This person loves you a lot. But you might be really prickly here, Sag. Let's see. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Is their next actions? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here as their next actions towards Sagittarius? Ten of Wands. They want to get out of this oppressive feeling. They want to release the burdens. They want a successful completion. They want to release the past. They want whatever happened in the past, they want to release that and move on. Six of Swords to the Knight of Cups. And if that requires blocking out whoever, they will do so to heal this connection. I don't know if somebody triggered somebody by somebody from their past reconnecting with them or what happened. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. Why the Wheel of Fortune? One more card for the Wheel. No, that's way too many. Knight of Swords, King of Wands, Page of Wands. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here as your next actions? I feel like they're going to show you with action because the wands are about action. Yeah, they're going to come to you with the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth about the situation. They want to talk about how they can move forward towards wish fulfillment. I feel like they don't want to fight with you. They don't want to argue. I feel like they want to close chapters about fight. Maybe they want to end conflicts over money, over stability, and they want to reunite with you to restore this connection and manifest together. But if you don't want that, I feel like they're going to have no choice here. Why is the Seven of Cups how you feel about them? Why is the Seven of Cups here as your feelings towards them? King of Pentacles. You might be focused on your money. Knight of Cups. You might have some other people. Or you might feel... Yeah, I think you might have other people. Yeah, I feel like you don't know which option you want. And that's also not fair either, Sag. You might feel insecure about... You know what it is? You might feel insecure about making the wrong choice in love. You might worry that you're being overly idealistic and it won't lead to a successful union, and that terrifies you. You might have been raised with parents that divorced, or you grew up in a broken home, and that might be what's affecting you from taking a leap of faith towards that. So it's easier for you to keep things surface level, and when it comes down to going deeper and getting into deeper levels of commitment, that terrifies you. King of Swords. Let's see. Why do you see them as the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords? Why do you see them as the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords? Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups again. Hermit. And the Page of Cups. You might see them as somebody that's focused on their dreams. You see them as somebody that's focused on their dreams. You might fantasize about you know what? For some of you, you like the idea of being able to admire them from afar. But the second they come in with that love, you start feeling overwhelmed. Some of you could be an avoidant attachment style. Some of you are the runner. I've been getting the hints of that. Either that or some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Or have Virgo in your chart. King of Wands here, Leo energy. I feel like, yeah, you see them as somebody that has a vision for their life, and they're making a lot of changes, and they're going after their 9 and 10 of Cups. First of all, they're making sure they're emotionally fulfilled, and then they want their happily ever after and commitment. And you know that there's a lot of changes you're going to have to make, and integrity that you're going to have to uphold. Maybe some toxic connections or toxic traits that you're going to have to leave behind in order for that to be a success. It is going to require a lot of healing of grief for you to be able to offer that. Maybe that's what it is. You're not sure if you can put in that much effort, or it just feels like too much effort in healing and you don't want to deal with that. Again, roles can be reversed, but I'm starting to feel like, yeah, I just saw the Seven of Swords. I just saw the Seven of Swords again. I feel like some of you are avoidant to working on this with the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Page. Yeah, I feel like some of you might be avoidant to that, because then there may be a wounding around like, well, what happens if I become reliant upon them and then they leave me? But you can't think like that. This might be something that you brought in from a previous life. What advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this connection? Yeah, some of you are going to have to get over your abandonment wounds and your scarcity and your lack mentality. Some of you are going to have to get over the feelings of overwhelm and let go of your options here. Yeah, some of you are going to have to straight up block some people. And some people are going to have to like really say what they want. Because I do feel like you want this Ten of Pentacles. You do want this legacy. You do want the kids. You want to be grandparents someday and grow old with somebody. But there is something about that that absolutely terrifies you and leaves you in a state of stagnation. You have to start seeing things in a different perspective on the work and effort that you put into things, and start having to actually nurture the seeds if you want things to move forward. Instead of saying, well, that's not the way that I want it, the way that I see it going, so I'm not going to build with it. You have to build the structure and the stability. Let's see. Let's see. Why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords? That's what healthy boundaries are for. So that you know, when you coming up with a game plan, so in those moments when you feel overwhelmed, not that a relationship is never going to overwhelm you emotionally or never trigger you. A proper relationship is going to trigger you. But learning how to talk to somebody and navigate through those things, yeah, you're needing to really focus on a higher level of commitment here. And talk about what that commitment looks like for you. 5 of Swords. Some of you need to really learn how to talk to people. 5 of Swords. That's like somebody that is like wins at all costs. Why is the 5 of Swords here? Page of Cups. Some of you owe somebody an apology. Why the Page of Swords here? And the 7 of Pentacles. If you want this to work, it's going to require you to put in the effort. Like I said, worth waiting for. Hello. Underneath that, this could be the one. Forgiving and learning. Some of you are really needing to learn how to accept an apology with grace and realize that people are going to fuck up in relationships. Relationships are going to trigger you. And if you respond, you know, I'm not going to say some of you haven't been through some shit. There's a reason why some of you are anxious and paranoid, right? But I feel like this person brings you a lot of joy and is a soulmate, and it can be successful. But some of you have to let go of this need to fight over every little thing. Some of you, it's just an attachment to money and being materialistic. I'm going to be quite honest with you. 222 when I look up at the timer. You know, you're entitled to have what matters to you, but, you know, either that or some of you need to figure out what it is that you want in relationships before you get into the next one. You know? Some of you are needing to straight up block your options if you want this person. Some of you are really needing to let go of control issues. I feel like some of you have just been trying to control the way that this relationship has gone the entire time, but it's come from an unhealed place. Not from a place of wanting genuine connection. But like I said, take it as it resonates for you. Let's see. Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Somebody feels really uncertain about the future. And I said, they see you as somebody that may be a little bit bitter. Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Some of you are operating in this relationship as if it's some other relationship and you're needing to get out of that. Some of you have outdated thinking. Maybe you have overly traditional views, and you know, maybe if you're a masculine, maybe you're the type of person who was like, no, I'm the leader. And it's like, but where are you leading? Maybe this person is a master of some things and has something valid to say, and you holding on to some sense of control over everything is what's stifling this relationship. For some of you, it's your family conditioning that is causing this. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression, and arriving. Some of you are needing to release your outdated ways of thinking and conditioning. And ascension. There we go. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, a new phase. Some of you are moving on. And yeah, karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. For some of you, this is a relationship that's meant to teach you how to navigate relationships moving forward. And I feel like some of you are ready to grow and evolve into the successful version of this relationship. And some of you are just ready to break up. Or maybe some of you are just like lying and said, I want to break up. And maybe it's coming back in time here. We'll see. What's coming in for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? Addiction. Toxic attachment, drugs, alcohol, obsession. Some of you may be, an addiction may be affecting this relationship, some sort of codependency, or a toxic attachment or obsession. Maybe some of you are imbibing a little bit too much in drugs or alcohol. You're not thinking clearly. Change, regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycles. Yeah, I feel like somebody's making a lot of changes. Healthy ones, too. Breakup, walking away, ending over, a separation. Yeah, like I said, some of you are breaking up. Some of you are breaking up, but some of you need to figure out what you want in relationships moving forward, or some of you need to like let this person know what your intentions are. One final message. Let's see. Fear. Yeah, some of you are just afraid to move forward in connections. That's what some of you are, or this person is. You're gonna have to take that up as it is. Take that as it resonates for you. But some of you are just afraid of moving forward in a connection and putting yourself in a position where you rely on another person. For some of you, that's way too triggering. But let me clear this board, and I'm going to pull one final message from Spirit for you. Feel free to skip ahead while I clear this board here. See. Spirit, what final message do you have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the person that they're already connected to? Blessed. I feel like this person is a blessing in your life, but you might not be seeing this accurately, Sag. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected, grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. You are moving towards a deepening of an intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know that you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more importantly, you are being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and Spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Like I said, some of you are needing to clear out cycles and generational trauma as it relates to relationships. Because I do feel like this person has been a straight blessing in your life, but it's been your inability to accept this person this entire time that's been the issue. That's what I'm feeling. Some of you don't feel worthy of it. Some of you just need to straight up let go of control issues. But, like I said, take it as it resonates. I hope that this helps. Until next time, take care and stay blessed.